Hi, good evening once again, John.
Hi, teacher. Good evening.
Good evening. Can you see and hear me well?
Yes, very good.
Okay, that's great. So I believe this is our first class together, right? So I
Yes.
would just like to introduce myself first before we begin. So I am teacher Angelica, and yes, I will be your teacher for tonight's IELTS speaking class.
hmm
Okay?
Okay.
So should I just call you John?
John is well. It's okay.
Okay, it's nice to meet you this evening, John.
Okay, thank you. And
Yes.
so should I introduce myself?
Yes, you can. For you to
Okay.
feel a little comfortable.
Um, I'm now a junior high school teacher teaching in Taiwan, and my major subject is spatial education. So I get close with students every day, and I'm scheduled to study my doctor degree in States next year. So I'm now preparing my IELTS exam, but I has start my IELTS class for 2 months. I want to be more specific and more focused on my speaking with you, and that's why
Yeah.
I'm here. Uh, I want to focus on the more phrase and more model of the speaking and how to answer the question more specific. And I also want to know how to improve my vocabulary because in the X models test, the examiner told me my answer are too general and my vocabulary is too easy, but she still give me band score like 6. So I don't know what if is that true or not, or just encourage me. So I'm now here and I want to my my goal in speaking may be 6.5 to 7. It's more better is that I can get 7 because my overall my dream score required overall 7, but I'm not sure the other subject I can get more higher than my speaking. So I need
Yeah.
practice with you.
Yes. So I see. So you are also a teacher like me,
Yes.
specifically in physical education. So you do a lot of workouts. I mean, physical activities like sports, so those things.
Yes.
And I see the reason why you are preparing for an IELTS exam is because you are applying for a job abroad. Is that it?
Yes.
I
Yes, I'm
see.
preparing for that.
But as I can see, and I have noticed, you are already good at speaking, and I can clearly understand your words, your your sentences. So I think your previous teacher that you had an IELTS exam with the score that he gave you is actually I think it is true.
Oh, really? Thank
Yes,
you.
because usually teachers want give that kind of score if the student is not deserving with that. So I think you are yes, you belong to 6.5, but as your bandwidth score in IELTS exam. Yes, so how was your day so far, John?
Hmm. Just like today, I go to work at 7 and back home at 4. It's a general day for me. I teach for 3 course in the morning, and I prepare some document for my master. I want to submit some journal, so I prepare that document in the evening and have a small rest. And I'm being here to practice my speaking. Yes,
Okay.
that's my general date for me.
Yes. So basically your day is productive. You are productive today because you do a lot of things.
Yes, I'm productive today.
Yeah,
I
well,
just
that's
finished
good.
a submit in a international conference. Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. An international conference. I think not all people get to do that. So
Just
good for you.
I want to prove myself before apply the doctor degree. That means I have ability to attend some international meeting, and I have ability to present myself and show and have some international connection with the other researcher or other professor. Yeah, and that's also my main interest in my major work, but I have a lot of other interest in my spare time.
Yes. So what are those, if you don't mind?
Oh, mm, I'm a sport lover, and I used to be table tennis player and swimming nerd. Um,
Mm.
when I was a high school student and college student. But since this year, I have no time to do some sports and to involve to my interest because I have to prepare IELTS. Ah, it's so
Yeah.
tired for me.
Yes, I can totally understand. It is reasonable because preparing for an IELTS exam is not easy. It gives you a
Yes.
lot of things to think about. What if I do this wrong? What if I fail? So those kind of thoughts. And it's normal, it's valid because we are only humans. We get to experience and to have those feelings, right?
Mm.
Yes.
Hope you can understand what I'm feeling now.
Oh, what are you feeling right now? Are you feeling quite nervous?
Not nervous. I feel stressful because my girlfriend had already got a full-time job, and
Mm,
if I failed from IELTS, that means I cannot go abroad from to my for my doctor degree, and that means I have to search for and other things to do, but
I see.
not teaching in general school. That's not my dream job.
Okay. So basically, you feel a little pressured because of the achievement that your girlfriend already achieved or have.
Yes.
Mm. But don't be pressured. I mean, just do your own thing at your own pace, right?
Yes,
Because
that's true.
if you like pressure yourself, you feel like you are forcing yourself. I think eventually you are not going to achieve your goal because you are putting yourself, or I mean, you are pushing yourself too hard. So just be gentle with yourself at your own pace, right?
Yeah. So I project to take IELTS exam in August
August.
11th.
Mm,
So that means I have around 90 days to prepare for that. Is that
yes.
enough for me? I'm not sure of that.
I think yes, it will be enough because based on your speaking right now, I think you will improve later. You will greatly improve, especially that I can see that you are dedicated with your preparation with ILS. So nothing beats your determination when it comes to achieving
Okay.
something. Yes. And we are here. We are going to guide you. So don't worry. You are going
Okay.
to achieve your goal and
Thank you.
your score that you want.
Okay.
Okay, so for tonight, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so we can now begin our IELTS practice test. And before that, I just want to inform you that as usual, our IELTS speaking tonight will consist of parts 1 to 3. And after each part or after your responses for all of those parts, I will provide feedback and some corrections as well as suggestions for you to improve or for you to speak more naturally and yes, more
More
confidently.
native.
Yes,
Yeah,
more
more.
native. Yeah.
Okay.
So you want to be like some of the native speakers, like how they talk.
Mhm.
I can see that you can do it. All right. So
Okay.
for our part one, let's begin. Okay. So John, what did you often do with your friends in your childhood?
Hmm. In my memorized, I think I'm not sure because in different phase I have different friends, but in my elementary school phase, I usually play with my friends after school, and we but just around 30 minutes and per day. That's all.
All right. For a while, I just start my transcription here for me to really check your grammar and all of those things. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sorry for the inconvenience, by the way. I think.
But actually, I don't know how to answer this question because I don't really have a lot of friends in my childhood.
You don't have, but you have some friends, right?
Yes. Mhm.
All right. So let's begin with the second question now. What do you think is the most important at the moment?
So, please again, what important,
What do you think is the most important at the moment?
what's the most important at the moment?
Yes.
I would say is confidence because if people lose their confidence, they might prefer, they might, they might uh, just lose out of control and lost their pace. So confidence, I think, is the most important thing in the moment at this moment.
Mm-hmm. All right. And do you have any plans for the next 5 years?
I would say yes. I scheduled to start my doctor degree and do some research, and it's maybe take me 3 years, and the last 2 years I want to back to Taiwan and being a assistant professor in my major subject, and I the the final goal is to being a well prof researcher in academic.
All right. And the academic. Let me type first. And then, how do people remember each stage of their lives?
Hmm, I think it depends on the important moment, such like your graduate ceremony. It's a most important time in your in one stage, and people might remember that because of the sounds or the occasion uh that makes people feel very very encouraged, and that makes people remember the moment.
And the moment. All right. So, do you enjoy being the age you are now?
Mm, I would say that a little bit stressful for me because I'm now an adult, not a child. So I have more responsibility sh- uh, to manage myself, such like I have to earn the salary myself, not just take from my parents, and I have to pay the bill or uh, pay the pay the other things myself. So I would say it's a good moment now, but that means I have more responsibility to show.
Hmm? more responsibility to show. So, and then at what age do you think people are the happiest?
What age? Well, people in different age might think they're happy, and it depends on are they satisfied in their minds or not. For example, if I'm a child, but I lost my parents and with no food, and I don't know where I could live, that children, even he's a children, that he can't feel very happy. But if even I'm an adult now, I have a girlfriend and I have complete family and I have enough salary that can pay anything and buy anything I want. That makes me feel very happy. So I think the main thing is about their their inner thinking.
All right. Interesting. So basically, we are done with our part one. So let us proceed with part two. So allow me to share my screen first.
Okay.
Uh, Can you please confirm if you can see my screen already?
Not yet. Oh, yes, I can see that.
Oh, okay. So for this part, you will be given 1 to 2 minutes to talk about this topic, okay? And you
Okay.
are given 1 minute to prepare, or like if you want to write or to put some notes, if you have a paper there, or you can just type it on your computer or in your laptop, you can do it, okay? And
Hmm.
after 1 minute, you are going to tell me your answer about this one. So you need to take note of this, all right?
Okay.
You may now start your 1 minute. All right, time is up. Let me stop sharing this one first. So can you
O-
please share your answer?
Okay. Uh, s- so there's a job that I would describe that I want to try in the foreign country. It's I want to be a lifeguard in when I starting abroad. The main reason is I'm a big fan of swimming and I like to swim in the water and I've uh but I also a helper. I want to also be a helper to help people. So to combine with these two interests in my life, I would say maybe I can be a lifeguard one day when I being bored. And why is being a bored? That mean that is already have a license in my country that I can be a lifeguard, but that's really a short-term job I used to be. And I think in my hometown and there's nothing that I can learn more than abroad. So one day if I can be abroad doing some jobs or studying, I would like to try being a broad lifeguard there. And there's some goods for being lifeguard. The main goods is that I can save people's life, and that's the main uh main tax for lifeguard, and this also can cover my daily cost. That I think that's very important because I don't have enough money to afford my daily cost. And I would say being lifeguard makes me very satisfying because it is it shows the responsibility that I can help others, and also makes me very fulfilling.
Hmm. All right, so that's it. And then let's proceed with part three. And actually, our part three for tonight is just connected your with the topic earlier with part two. All right. So
Okay.
let's start. What short-term jobs do young people do in other countries? Again, what short-term
Well,
jobs do young people do in other countries?
well, based on my observed, young people would do something related to restaurant, even being a waitress or waiter, or just cooking for foods. And that's the basic short-term work for young people to do, and it's really easy, and it it is efficient to earn money.
Mm-hmm. And efficient to earn money, right? And what challenges do young people face when working abroad?
From the first might pop up in my brain, I would say it is language. Uh, for me, I'm not a native speaker in English, so uh, if I do something jobs abroad, uh, the first challenge for me will be in language. I should know how to communicate with my colleague and my advisor. So even I'm doing the job, and I should also translate the language to my mother language and and understand what they're talking about.
That's it. And know what they are talking about. What they are talking about. And what are the benefits of working for an international company?
Hmm. I would say work in a global company, you have more opportunity to connect with other countries' people, and you can be more international, and you can open your mind and your open your view to not just in your own country, and you can know the world trend uh in the marketing or in the global trend, and that makes you uh, that makes you uh, shows more uh, and that can you open your mind.
Okay, but then you open your mind. And what personal skills are required to work in an international company?
Hmm. I would say is language, and also you have to manage your relationship with others because everyone are come from different countries, and maybe they use different language to communicate with others, and that means you have to first use your first use an international language, and also you have to manage your relationship with your colleague or coworkers. And I for example, if you are not good at using the main language in your company, and that may suffer some offensive things that might happen.
Expensive.
So yes,
All right. And what kind of work can young people do in foreign countries?
sorry again. I'm not sure about the
Okay, the question. I'll repeat it.
yes.
What kind of work can young people do in foreign countries?
Oh yeah. Mm, for young people, I would say they can do some uh co- do some easy job for them, such like something just to pay your energy and to and during this period you can learn the language or you can earn money and you can earn the experience and the feeling that's working abroad, and not only just to make money. And if you for a lot of experience and you can change to another more professional job.
Okay, a lot of experience you can do a lot of professional job. Yes, professional job. And why are some people unwilling to work in the countries?
Sorry again.
Why are some people unwilling to work on or in other countries?
Are in other countries. Mm, I have never considered these questions before, but in my country, many young people like to being abroad. I would say it depends on the politicians or the other social issue. For example, in Taiwan, our basic salary is really low. So many young people would try start work abroad, and that's the main. I don't I cannot sure if that is the main reason that many young people would like to go abroad, but I think it's one of the reason.
For working abroad? All right. So before I'm going to correct your answers, I'll tell you my feedbacks regarding your
I make a
speaking.
lot of grammar mistake. I know about
Yes,
that.
but that's fine. You are here to improve, right? So no judgment
Yes.
here. It is you and me only.
Okay.
All right. So I would say that Mhm. I would say that for your fluency and coherence, you usually, yes, you are speaking at length, or you really express your sentences, your words, or your ideas. So sometimes you lose your coherence at times due to occasional repetition, or like you repeated some words in the same
Yes.
sentence. Yes, and sometimes I notice that you are hesitating, and you also use a range of connectiveness or our conjunction words and discourse markers, but not always appropriately. But that's fine. And then for your lexica resource, I can say that you have used enough vocabulary to discuss the topics at length, and you were also able to make meaning clear in spite of inappropriate, inappropriateness, or like maybe because of what you are feeling, you are pressured. right? Sometimes because of the time, or like you are not sure if your answer is right or wrong, that one. And then for your grammatical range and accuracy, you use a mix of simple and complex structures. So that is already great, but with limited flexibility because you
Yes.
kept on repeating some words or some phrases, and you sometimes make frequent mistakes with complex structures. So these are really rare. And for your, let me see, for your pronunciation, you actually used a range of pronunciation features with mix of control. And you have shown some effective use of features, but this is not sustained because some words you mispronounced some of the
Oh,
words that you used.
yes.
And yes, and also it is understandable, it can be understood, but yes, mispronunciation. There's a mispronunciation of individual words or sounds, and it reduces clarity at times. So that's it for my feedback about your performance earlier. And I just want you to take note that, sorry, that for part one, for the
Okay.
tip, I'm going to give you a tip for part one. It usually talks about introduction, introducing yourself or like personal information, your hobbies, interests, so the experiences, so those kinds of things. And the common pattern is actually likes and dislikes questions. So what do you like about those? Okay. And then the suggested answer structure for part one is a direct answer and then reason or explanation, and then you can actually add one additional detail. All right.
Okay.
So for part one, I just want you to think of using at least 2 to 3 complete sentences because it is just part one. So you actually don't need to elaborate more on your answer or to make it long because it is part one, it is only an introduction or like sort of an interview. So 2 to 3 sentences. Okay. So again, the pattern, or I mean, the suggested answer structure for part one is direct answer, then reason or explanation for your answer, and then one additional detail, like
Okay.
why you choose that or why you are, that is your reason. So
So
three.
just give an example about this reason and why you gave this answer, right?
Yes. So basically, you need, for part one, you need to answer short but concise.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
But short, although it is short, but the idea is already there. It is already complete, can be
So just
understood
show
completely.
the clear idea in part one and
Yes.
answer really stressful.
Mm,
Strike.
yes. You need to strike the answer directly. Don't go different ways, okay? So just answer directly the question.
Okay.
And then for part two, in this part, actually, you are going to be, or I mean, you will be given a cue card. So in the actual exam, you will be given a cue card by the examiner, and then that cue card contains like what I have shared earlier. So those contains
Mhm.
that is what contains in the cue card, and then you will be given a bond
One
paper or
minute.
like paper, and that yes,
No.
and
Yeah.
1 minute to like write your answers. And for this part, you just, because it is only 1 minute, so it is not enough to really write all your ideas, right? So
Yes, I know,
you
I know.
just need to like keywords for you
Yes.
to really organize your ideas, and then later you are going to answer it organized in an organized
Okay.
way. Okay, and you should also speak about 2 minutes. That is,
Yes.
yes, that is the required minute or the required time for you to speak. So 2 minutes. And it is really important for you to, I mean, it is not necessary for you to really talk for about 2 minutes, but try
Yes.
to like almost,
Extend my
yeah,
answer
extend your
around two
answer.
minutes.
Yes.
But I
And
have a
then,
question. If
yes.
my answer is too long, that the time is up and I didn't finish my answer, is that make sense or it just I just should take it easy?
Oh, in that case, the examiner will stop you, obviously,
Yes,
because
I know.
you are going. But I think it is really important for you to really organize your ideas and for you to really insert your answers within 2 minutes.
More
Because if,
concentrate on my main
yes,
topic, right?
your main idea, yes, that's right,
Yeah,
your main idea, the important things. And then if you think like you are the time is already about you will extend beyond 2 minutes. So I think you are going
over
to just
talking, right?
summarize. Yes, you are over
Yeah,
talking, so
okay.
you keep on rambling. So I think if you feel like you are doing that, so for me, it is better if you like summarize. So you need
Mm.
to, in that part, you need to repeat your first phrase or your first sentence. Like earlier, the question is about the short-term job that you want to have in a foreign country, right? So if you feel like, oh, I'm, this is already too long, my answer is about to be already beyond two
Yes.
minutes. So you need to just, and that is the short-term job that I want to have in a foreign country. So like a
Okay.
concluding statement. So you know, if you have a hard time like thinking what you should do as your concluding statement, so just think of the question. Go back
Okay.
to the
Oh, that's
question.
a
All
good
right?
point for me because always don't know how to close the answer and
Yes.
maybe embarrassed and have just see to the examiner and very embarrassed.
Yes, I have also noticed or observed earlier that you had a hard time concluding or like saying your ending sentence. So it is
Yes.
important to like summarize or to repeat what was your first sentence or your first phrase or the question. Okay?
Okay.
And then, yes, you may write your short notes in here and then try to use transitional expressions. So like moreover, in addition, additionally, and when you want to end your I mean your talk, you just need to say in conclusion or overall. So those things because it will really help the examiner to know that you are almost done with your talk or with your sharing. It can also affect your score when you use transitional devices because it will make your sentences connected.
Mhm.
Okay, like when you use moreover also, so those transitional devices.
So I should practice for the conjunction between sentence,
Yes, yes,
such like in addition, moreover,
yeah,
nevertheless.
yes. And
But it's hard for me
however,
to use that.
but you just need,
However,
yes, like if you are going to, I mean, there are really instances that you agree with the topic, but at the same time, you don't agree. So you need to like, you are going to express yourself like what is your honest opinion about that one. So you are going to I agree or I agree with this part, but or
I would
however,
discuss the
yes,
upside view.
yes,
Yeah, I would also discuss the upside view.
yes, that one. And it would be better also if you use the first idea to really comes to your mind or choose the answer that is easy for you to explain or to elaborate more because you are time bounded here, right? You are only given 2 minutes to share or to talk about the topic that you will be given. So it is really important for you to what comes into your mind first, try to use that or try to incorporate your experiences. And if like you can't share anything about that topic because you haven't experienced that one, so I think own something, own the experience of something. For example, you have a friend or like your family and you were asked if like for example have you tried giving an advice to someone who don't like or who doesn't want to do this thing, so if you don't have any experience with that one, so but if but you heard someone talked or shared about
So
that
I
kind
can
of
say in
experience.
my imagine, maybe like
Mm,
that.
yes, you can. That could be. So, because obviously the examiner won't know if that is your experience or the other person's experience. So, it is
So
really
just
your, yes,
experience just around my life, right?
yes. You can create as long as you can expand or explain your answer because
Okay.
the examiner will not rate based on the experience, right? It is based on how you talk, how you speak. So that is the most important there, how you speak and how you deliver. Because also I mean the your answers may not be uh correct, but it would really the delivery would really matter there. Okay?
Okay.
And then for part three, try to give longer and more detailed answer for part
Okay.
three. All right? Because for part one, you are only to give short answers like 1 to 3 sentences. But for part three, you should like think 4 to 5 sentences. But
Okay.
don't overdo, like, don't, the idea is,
Talk too much.
yes, don't talk too much. And then the idea is not there anymore. Like you keep on rambling, but you didn't hit the right answer for the question, for that question. Okay? It
So
is
based on my uh response at the previous practicing, is that being too much or just enough or is lack of the answer?
I think your answer earlier is already enough. You have given
Okay.
example, you have answered directly. I mean, you have given your idea and then you supported some details about it. And you actually given me example earlier. So that is already a good start for part three. And then also pay attention to your grammar and the grammar tense used in the question. Okay, like present tense. So those tenses, especially for past, present, and then, yes, future topics, and organize your thoughts clearly and, yes, clearly and make it organized before
Mm-hmm.
answering. And you may also include your personal examples or personal experience to make your answers more natural and like authentic, but not try to overuse them, okay?
Okay.
All right. So for part one, the topic that I asked you earlier was actually all about life stages. And for part one, I noticed that you mispronounced the word memories. I
Yeah,
heard memorize.
I'm not sure. Yeah, memorize, memory, memorizing, memorable. It's really confused me.
Okay. So when we talk about your past experiences, so those are memories, right? So it should be pronounced as memories. But if you think of ideas or like your past ideas that, for example, you are given to recite this, so you are going to memorize them. So that is the
Okay.
point or the part when you pronounce it as memorize. And the spelling is
Yes.
actually wrong because, oh, let me share my screen first for you to see. Mhm. So here, can you see my screen now?
Mm, yes.
All right. So for number one, I think I took note here that memories, you mispronounced that word. And then for part two, the question is about what do you think is the most important at the moment? And then you answer confidence. So that is actually good. But I think it would be better if I think if you like try to use the sentence or the question first, I think because the question earlier was about the most important at the moment, right? So you would start, I
Yes.
think the most important moment is
With
having confidence.
having confidence to
Yes,
so put
having the,
the main idea in the whole sentence and make it
yes,
more specific.
yes, that's right. So that is like our main topic or your main idea here. So
So
that's
let me
good.
practice this. I think the most important moment is having confidence.
Yes. And then here, people will lose confidence if they might just lose out of control and lose
Yeah,
their
I'm
pace.
not clear about this.
Yes, that's fine. And then confidence is the most important at the moment. So I think the most important moment is having confidence. And what do you think make this like this is actually a good answer, confidence. And then and your idea here is that you explain that people will
Oh,
lose out of control, right? But you
I
need to
know how
like
to answer
mhm.
this. Let me try.
Yes.
So I
Okay,
would
okay.
say I think the most important moment is having confidence. Whenever people lose their confidence, they might feel very nervous and oh, I just
That's
I
fine.
just know how just nervous or the other. Maybe I want to say something physical phenomenon, but I don't know how to say that word.
What do you mean
Maybe
by physical phenomena? What is that actually, or exactly what you mean? Like,
maybe they will dizzy, or maybe they will
mm.
or do this.
Oh, so you mean like their hands are getting sweaty?
Yes, such something like that. Just show they're nervous, and it's their behavior that shows to people means, oh, I'm now in the nervous emotion.
All right, that's
Mm. So,
fine. But for number two, okay, since it is all about the most important moment, so think of three sentences here, right? So I think the most
yeah.
important moment is having confidence. So that is already one sentence there. And then
Okay.
whenever people feel confident, I think
Feel com
confident,
I
not
want to
con.
say I want to in the
Yes,
upside
yes.
way. And whenever people lost their confidence, they might feel very nervous,
Mm-mm. Confidence. All right. So
confident.
they might feel nervous.
Yes.
Okay, that is better than your first
Yeah.
answer because
Yeah, I
you're
think that's good.
yes,
It's it's
and
no.
like you feel
Oh,
better now.
yeah, I feel better.
Maybe because earlier you were pressured about the questions because yes, those questions will really make your mind, I mean, will really hurt your mind thinking about what should I answer this, right?
Yes.
Yes, so let's go back here. I think the most important moment is having confidence. Whenever people
And when
lose
people
their
lost their
confidence, they might
lose their
feel nervous. And what do you think
nervous.
will be the last sentence here?
I would say, for example,
For
mm,
example,
when people stand on stage and
mm,
lose their confidence, and they might I think I can give some example here. And
mm,
is there any recommend word
I
here?
think, I think it is important for you to like as much as you can three sentences only. So I think if you are going to give an example here,
I want to
let
put a
us
verb
just
inside.
well to
They
I think
might
wait, which part?
mm, I don't know. So I need your help.
Okay.
I need your help here.
So if I were to be asked, I think we should just eliminate this one and then we proceed with the example.
Ah,
I think the most
okay.
important moment is having confidence. For example, when people stand on stage and they feel confident instead of being nervous.
Instead of being nervous.
Okay, let me
Okay.
type it here. For example, when people stand on stage, they feel confident instead of being nervous.
Mhm.
And yes, that could be a great answer already, but we need to like end this sentence. So, what can you think for this one?
For this one, the example,
Yes.
Hmm. Actually, I don't know how to describe in English. It's
Yeah.
hard for me.
All
Hmm.
right.
I don't know the word well, so please help me.
Can you give me like an example for me to know that specific word that you mean?
Uh, maybe ah, the voice being stuck.
Oh,
If
hearing
you want to,
thought.
if you are a singer and you stand on the stage and you feel very nervous and you might lose your voice.
Mm. So you mean like inside thoughts, negative inside thoughts.
Yes.
So let's just put here, not, I think the most important moment is having confidence. For example, when people stand on stage, they feel confident instead of being nervous. They are not overpowered by their
Um,
negative inside thoughts. So when we say they are not overpowered, so they are, they disregard or they remove those thoughts, negative thoughts.
yes.
So
Yes, they removed that.
yeah, so
Oh,
do you think this is a great answer already?
yeah. So let
Yes.
me repeat again.
Yes,
Mm,
sure.
I think the most important moment is having confidence. For example, when people stand on stage, they feel confidence. Instead of being nervous, they are not overpowered by their negative inside thoughts.
Yes. Negative. I think if you are about to end the sentence, you need to negative inside thoughts.
Okay.
So like lower your like use falling intonation because with the intonation that you gave me earlier, it feels like you want to add something more. So try
Yeah.
to like they are not overpowered by their negative inside thoughts. So that one. For it to be
Okay.
more impactful, okay?
Okay. That's
And
good.
do you want me to share this document with you for you to check or to review your
All
answers
right.
earlier?
Okay.
And
Okay. That's good
okay,
for me.
all right. So I'll just edit and put the revised sentences later, okay? But I'll just send you or I'll just chat here in the chat box with the link
Okay.
first,
Okay.
and then I'll try to like I'll give the correct sentences or like the
Okay.
correct answers for you, okay? For you to
Okay.
check and to review. Okay. So let me stop sharing first. And then, mhm. So this is the link for that one.
I have a little required about the
You have a
practicing.
request? Yes.
Yeah, have a request. I would order a next class with you. I think your class is really fantastic and really helpful for me. And I don't want to practice whole exam like part one, part two, part three. I want to be more specific on part one this time and part two this next time and focus on part three. So
Oh,
I think that I can have more time because I know I now getting the key point on answering part one, part two, and part three. And I want to have more practice on this and have a quick glance on my answer and just correct it very quickly and go through to the next questions. I think a plenty practice is suit for me. Maybe
yes.
is that is that work? Is that a feeling okay?
Okay, we'll do that one. I'll tell the my coworkers about your request, and then so you mean like you want to do this specific part only for tonight, and then tomorrow it will be this part. So you need you want to like do it little by little or step by step.
Yes, more step by step. And when the time I can answer whole, I said I can answer all the questions very quickly, and that we can keep repeat and repeat to
Okay.
practice on whole exam.
Okay, for you to really have mastery. in answering. All right,
Yes.
that would be fine. And I'm thankful that you learned something from me tonight. And I think it is already time for us to end our class because it is already 9:55
Yeah, I
p.m.
know.
here. Yes. So we extended our class, but that's really fine. I have no problem with that. So I'm happy to have this class with you and that I was able to help you even yes, even for a while. So do you have any questions or any more requests?
I think that's enough, and I very uh expect our next practice
All right.
soon.
Okay.
I just
So
wondering if
yes.
you and if you have some time in Thursday, you
Thursday.
have
What
spare time in Thursday
what
evening,
time in Thursday? The same
mm,
time?
maybe or more early,
I
around
think
maybe 6 p.m.
for
or
Thursday. All right, let me check. So for Thursday it will be 14, right? But for 9 to 10, I have a class already for 9 to 10.
okay, so I can book for the other time. Okay, I will do
Okay.
it myself.
All right. No problem. And thank you so much and I hope you will have a great night ahead.
Yeah,
Right?
thank you
Thank
very
you and
much.
goodbye. No problem.
Goodbye.